Hi, my name is Rebecca Edwards and I'm going to take you through a short yoga routine of some stretches and releases for the spine, nice and gentle movements, so perfect to do if you want something quite calming or maybe something just before you go to bed. So we're going to begin on your back. If you have a bolster, then use a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, then you could use something like some firm pillows lined up enough to cover the length of the spine and support the head. So if I put my bolster back here, I'm also then just going to put a rolled up blanket there to give my head a slight lift so that my head doesn't tilt back. And coming into a cobbler position with the feet, so feet together, knees open, tucking the tailbone of the spine slightly downwards so that it tucks under a little towards the heels, and then laying from the sacrum, the back of the pelvis, laying it down against the edge of the bolster, and then laying the spine down with the head just slightly raised. I'm going to take my hands and just wrap them around the mid and upper abdomen. My elbows touch the floor. If your elbows are hanging in the air, to avoid straining or tensing the shoulders, maybe support the elbows with another couple of cushions or some blocks. So just closing the eyes, and when you breathe in through the nose, try and fill the fingertips with the breath. And then exhaling. Try and breathe through the nose all the time, filling the fingers with the breath. And then when your breath fills the fingers, can you then feel the breath move outwards towards the heel of the hand or the palm of the hand? So you're breathing in from the fingers outwards towards the heel of the hand. And feel your side ribs broadening. Again, a long exhalation. Continue to do that, and then maybe if you feel that breath is comfortable, when you continue to inhale from the fingers to the heel of the hands, then continue to draw the breath upwards into the chest, the direction where the thumbs are pointing, and feel the breath spreading upwards into the thumbs. See if you can make the inhalation deep without strain. So if you're straining the breath, then back off a little. Otherwise, we want a nice, conscious breath spreading from the abdomen out into the side ribs, up into the chest. When you exhale, letting the breath go slowly and a long exhalation. Two more of those. Sensing the spine sinking deeper into your bolster or cushions when you exhale. And complete your full exhalation. When you inhale next, bring the knees together. And then when you exhale, just support yourself as you roll to the side. And then you're going to turn round, facing the bolster. Have the knees wide and the feet together. And so this is your first option. Just resting the arms to the sides of the bolster and turning the head to the side and just resting forwards with the chest supported and the head supported. If you want to go a little deeper into the inner thighs, then you lift a bit further up the bolster, keeping the bottom further in the air and laying down the bolster with the head resting. So you then can start to take the knees wider. So this position is a good option as well for if you have any knee problems and can't bend properly through the knees. So you can take the knees out wider, support them if the floor is too hard, and let the knees slide out so that the knees and the feet are the same distance outwards. And then just laying forwards onto your bolster. Although I'm on a slippy surface, this is best done if you're not on a slippy surface, so that the knees stay fixed in place and you don't have to try to not let the legs slip. So you can maybe turn your mat the other way or practice on a carpet. 2 more breaths here. Feel that same breath spreading from the belly into the chest and the back of the body rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Work the hands back, push into the hands to lift up, and then just bringing the knees back together again and move your bolster away. And then turn back onto your back, bringing the knees up into the chest with one hand on each knee. This helps to release any blockages in your digestive or elimination system. So one hand on each knee, flex the feet. Inhale, arms are straight. And exhale, arms guide the knees in closer so the thighs press on the abdomen. Inhale, knees away. Exhale, knees in. If you struggle to bend the knees, then you can keep the feet lifted. You can even bring the hands behind the thighs if that's a better position for you. Inhale away. Exhale towards you, trying to keep the lower back and the tailbone downwards so we remain long through the spine. Just 2 more of those. And then keep the knees tucked into the chest. Take your bottom a couple of inches to the left and bring the knees to the right. Try to keep the knees and the feet stacked so their legs are stuck together. Support the knees with your right hand and then just bending the left arm out to the side. Gaze to the ceiling, and although the legs are going to the right, see if your rib cage and your chest and your shoulder can move towards the left without force. So try and use the breath to soften into the twist to the left. Relax the abdomen. As you exhale, feel those left ribs moving towards the left of the mat. As you inhale, try and lengthen the distance from the tailbone to the crown of the head. You can do this with the left arm straight as well if you have enough space. And just notice the longer you stay here, the more rotation you get, and you don't need to force your way in, just soften into it so it happens naturally without trying to fight against the body. Use your elbow on the floor and inhale, press into the elbow to help bring the legs back to centre. You can use the hand to help as well. And then shuffle the bottom over to the right a couple of inches. Take the legs over to the left. And as your legs rest over to the left side, feel the knees and the feet stacking. And you want the right shoulder this time to be moving towards the right. Gaze to the ceiling. Make any little adjustments that you need to. Once more, feeling your inhalation creating a feeling of length in the spine. And the exhalation softening the abdomen so that there's no resistance in your abdominal muscles, so that the twist is nice and soft in the abdomen, and then it gets deeper into the soft tissues and the organs of the body. Again, when you're ready to come out, you want to support yourself sufficiently. So if you have any back problems, maybe lift one leg so the legs are apart when you bring them back to centre. Shuffle the bottom back into the middle, put one hand on each knee again or behind the thighs. Inhale, arms are straight. Exhale, guide the knees in, thighs towards the belly. Inhale, knees out. Exhale, knees in. Make sure the chin is slightly tucked so the back of your neck stays long. If you feel that the head is tipping back, then simply put something behind your head so that you can feel this length in the back of your neck. So this is particularly good if you feel blocked up in your digestion. If things feel like they need freeing a little, then this might help just to loosen everything out. Do that one more time. Press the feet onto the floor. And then, still trying to feel you tucking the tailbone under, lengthen out the legs. And as you let the legs extend, let the feet drop out. Try and have your elbows on the floor first with the palms facing you, and see if you can press into the arms and bring the shoulder blades flush across the back, and then rest the arms down. Palms are uppermost. And then if you're chilly at all, pop a blanket over you. And try and feel like you're spreading the skin of the back of the body out so nothing feels tight or creased. Breathing through the nose. Exhaling fully, completing your exhalation. As you inhale, feel the front of the body rising. When you exhale, feel the spine sinking deeper to the ground. Feel the weight across the back of your arms, the back of your hands. The weight across the buttocks, down through the back of the legs to the heels. Feel the front of the body is soft and open.